Let us continue the chapter. And another useful is cleaning the environment. Another usefulness of microorganism is cleaning environment. As I told, it brings humus to the soil. How? Animal waste, plant waste, kitchen waste. This microorganism decompose the waste and change into fine substance, and the substance mixed with the soil. The soil is rich in nutrients. This is called humus. So these are the uses of microorganisms. Next we study some harms done by the microorganisms. Microorganisms are useful as well. It is harmful to us also. It causes disease. So most of the diseases are caused by microorganisms. Polio, HIV, and cancer. These all diseases, dangerous diseases, are caused by microorganisms. So it is useful as well. It is harmful to us. What are pathogens? Who are pathogen means disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Who are pathogens? Disease causing microorganism. Which microorganism cause as disease? Such microorganisms are called pathogens. Understood? And we will see the examples. Communicable disease. What is communicable disease? Some of the diseases are communicable. What is communicable? Coronavirus. It is communicable disease. It is spread from one person to another. The disease which is spread from one person to another is called communicable diseases. So many examples are there, communicable diseases. Corona, HIV, cough, fever, flu, many diseases are communicable diseases. Okay, next is carriers. Who are called carriers? Birds, animals, housefly are called carriers. Why? They carry these pathogens. They carry disease causing microorganisms. That is what people say, cover the food. Don't use opened food. So food should be covered. Reason is flies carries the microorganism, carries the pathogens and drop it on the food. Unknowingly we are eating the food, we are falling sick. So the organ carriers, who are the carriers? Birds, animals and flies. These are carriers. You know that malaria. Malaria is caused by Anopheles mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito. This female Anopheles mosquito, kind of mosquito, which it carries pathogens, and it come and inject. It carries microorganism, and it come and sit on our body, and when it inject, that pathogen, that microorganism enter into our body. So we fall in sick. Which disease? Malaria. This agent brings malaria. Understand? And one more example is there, ants mosquito. Dengue. This type mosquito, Aedes mosquito, ants mosquito brings what disease? Dengue. Anopheles mosquito brings carries microorganism and it inject our body, causes malaria. Which disease it causes? Malaria. And ants mosquito causes dengue fever. Okay, they carry pathogens, that is microorganism. disease causing microorganism. Next we study in page number 2 columns are given. Disease caused by plants, disease caused by animals. So these two you write in the copy and learn. There are several diseases caused by microorganisms for plants as well for animals, human beings. We are also comes under animal family. So certain diseases there like a cholera, typhoid, dysentery, these are the diseases. Plants also many diseases, yellow leaf, so many diseases are there, you learn it. Next we go through food poisoning. Okay, how the food gets poisoned? How the food gets poisons? Because we are eating opened food. In that food I told you carriers, flies are carriers. They bring the microorganism and drop it on the food. Okay, mainly what is that the virus? Okay, they drop it because of that we will get a disease. Food gets spoiled because of microorganism. That is called food poisoning. And we say dysentery. Then what it causes after eating food? Dysentery, loose motion, vomiting, so many symptoms occurs. And at last it causes death also. So we should be careful while eating. Before eating, we have to cover the food and boil the water. Through water also agent. Water, air, this microorganism enter into our body through air, water, cholera and all waterborne disease. Okay, these are the agents which causes disease. Next, food preservation. Now you know many method for food preserving the how to preserve the food. You know achar, pickle, to make the pickle, how they preserve the food. Mummy parents are making pickles, isn't it? At home, mango, achar. How do they make? They add salt, oil to the substance, to the food substance. So who acts as a preservative here? Salt is a preservative. So salt is a preservative. And jam, you know, jam. Bread, along with the bread we eat jam. Jam, it is in jam. Who is the preservative? Do you know? Sugar. They add much sugar. So sugar also acts as a preservative. This is NaCl. This is sugar. Okay, these are the preservative. And oil, people add more oil. And these are the examples of preservative. And also vinegar, you know. Acetic acid. Vinegar. Okay, acetic acid is called vinegar. This also acts as a preservative. It is used to preserve the food. Don't allow the microorganism to enter. These are the some preservatives. And besides this, some chemical preservatives are there. Sodium, benzoate, sodium, meta, bisulfite. These are the chemical preservatives which preserve the food. These are chemical substances. Okay, these are certain preservatives are there to preserve the food from the spoilage. That means from microorganism to stop entering the microorganism, which don't allow the microorganism to enter. These act as a preservatives. Next one is one topic is left, 1 minute. Okay, what is pasteurization? It is a kind of preserving method, preserving the milk from being spoilage. What they do, they take the milk, they heat the milk at 70 degrees Celsius from 15 to 20 seconds. After heating 15 to 20 seconds at 70 degrees Celsius, then they keep it for immediate instant cooling. Then they put in the pack. That's what packed milk. Understand? This process called pasteurization. What is pasteurization? It is a process of preserving milk. Take the milk, heat it at 70 degree to 15 to 20 seconds. After heating, immediate cooling, instant cooling. That means immediately they keep it in the freezer or somewhere, condenser. Then they will pack it in the cover or whatever it may be, tin or cover. So it is said that no need of heating packed milk. Why? Because already it is, at 70 degrees Celsius it is heated. So no need of heating further. Packed milk is not advised to heat it again, because it is, what process it went on? It went on pasteurization process. Okay. The next one is important method, that nitrogen fixation. What is nitrogen fixing? It is a big process. Okay, nitrogen fixation. You know that this atmosphere is made up of many gases, dust particles. 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. So whose quantity is more? Nitrogen composition is more in the atmosphere. So why it is more, do you know? Because between the nitrogen, 3 bonds are there. So it is very strong. You cannot break the nitrogen. That's what nitrogen is more in number in the atmosphere. Now how will you break this nitrogen? This nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. 2 ways you can break the nitrogen. One is lightning. One is lightning. Do you know what is lightning? With the thunder, lightning. Flash up before rain, lightning. When lightning provide much temperature, lightning has more electricity. So when the one lightning comes, it has more electricity that is sufficient to break this bond. High electricity. It provides much heat. One lightning only provides much heat. When the lightning comes, that energy is used to break this bond. So nitrogen is broken and changed to nitrate compound or nitrate compound, nitrite compound or nitrate compound, and it goes to the soil. So one way we are breaking with the help of lightning. Second way, in the soil, leguminous plant like peas, such type of plants, and the root nodules, some bacteria are present. In soil also some bacteria are present. 2 type of bacteria I will tell you. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, blue-green algae. It is present in the root, it is present in the soil also. So these bacteria convert this atmospheric nitrogen into this compound. So like the 2 ways this nitrogen is broken, with the help of lightning, with the help of this bacteria, and change into nitrate compound goes to the soil. Goes to the soil. This is soil. Okay. Then what will happen? That nitrate dissolve in water and the plants utilize that nitrate. That nitrate is used by 2 ways. One is used by plant, the other is, listen, it is soil. It is soil. What is present? Nitrate compound. Nitrate compound is present in the soil. And from the soil, who is taking? Plants are taking. How they are taking? Roots of the plant absorb the nitrate. Nitrate dissolve in the water, so it absorbs. Root of the plant absorb. And who is eating these plants? Who depends on this plant? Animals. Then animal that rich in that nitrogen, that means nitrate compound, we are eating indirectly. From the soil plants take, from the plant we take, and through our excreta waste, it goes to soil. Again it reaches to soil. Who eats? Plant eat by animal, and it goes as waste to the soil. Again it goes to soil. Getting? From the atmosphere, nitrogen is broken by two ways it is broken. One is through lightning, second by bacteria. That nitrogen is converted to nitrate. It goes to the soil. From the soil, this nitrate is taken by two ways. One is by plants. Second is denitrifying bacteria. Another kind of bacteria is present, denitrifying bacteria present in the soil. That bacteria convert this nitrate compound to nitrogen. Nitrate compound to nitrogen. Two ways this nitrate compound is changed to nitrogen. One is by plants absorb. Second is by denitrifying bacteria. Okay, two ways in two ways we can convert nitrogen into nitrate. And another two ways we can convert nitrate into nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen. Now are you clear? So again we return back the nitrogen. So this is a cycle. So it is called nitrogen cycle. How nitrogen convert to nitrate? From it goes to the soil. From the soil, nitrate change into nitrogen. That means atmospheric nitrogen. It goes to atmosphere. Clear, children? Okay, all the best.